Hi, this is just a brief introduction to how to start up IntelliJ. And I already started writing the program, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the current one, or else I'll just go ahead and restart a new one, just so you'll know how to write up a program. Then I'm just going to go ahead and iconify it. And the way you start up IntelliJ is once you have it installed, if it's recently used, then you can just go ahead and click this file. Otherwise, it is under JetBrains, which is the name of the company that uses it, and IntelliJ. And so let's go ahead and here, and notice I already have a hello world. But I think that if I go through this, then I'll just go ahead and show you what I did to create this by closing this particular one out on Close Project. And then I am going to create a new project. Make sure it's a 14.0.2 that you're working on. You could say next. I'm not using any template, so I say next. And then if you notice, then this is very important. I have a project directory which I have created. If you notice, then it already has the Hello World one I have here, but projects, I'm going to create a new project so I can go through the steps again. Notice it has Untitled here and Untitled here, and I'm just going to call it Hello. Notice how the Untitled changes to Hello. If you change this directory at all, the Untitled will go away, and so you have to make sure this directory is actually stated in the project line. Otherwise, it'll put the project underneath your projects directory, which you do not want. So it put everything under projects instead of under projects/hello. So I'm going to go ahead and finish. Notice now I have an empty project called hello. And then on it, I'm going to go down to source and then right click on source, and it asks me new, and I'm going to do a Java class. And usually I name it the same as the outer class. So I'm going to say hello, if I can spell correctly. Notice it now creates a class, which we can use in a bit. And I always like to have an explanation so I can go back here and modify it and just keep up to date on what I have done. So this file is hello Java by me, done on 5 January 2021. And the purpose of this is show how to print the information hello world. To console. Okay, now we have the header information that's needed. Now, later on, we'll teach you about imports, but that's more complicated than we need to do. Next thing we need to do now is PSVM. Notice that's already predefined. And so that puts in the public void main, public static void main for you. All programs have to have a main function or routine in them. Otherwise, they won't work. Then it's time to do the printout, which is just system dot out dot, and then notice print line. If I just hit the tab, and all I have to do in here is put in what I want, and it then put in the semicolon for me at the end. All statements in Java, the regular statements have to end in a semicolon. So then notice we have everything here, should be working. And up here we have a build. So we can go ahead and build it. It takes a while to build, but if you look at the list of files on the left, you'll notice that a folder .idea was just created. And then normally I would use one of these functions, but if you notice on the run, these two are not highlighted, but these two are. And so if I just come down here, the first time through, I can just go ahead and run hello world. And lo and behold, it prints out hello world, which is what you expect. So again, make sure you have a header here. Make sure you do a PSVM to create the public static void main function in your main class. And before that, make sure you have a class created, in which case the class is hello. And I can go ahead and execute now. And then I am done with this. So hopefully that has been helpful.